All right, welcome back to another episode of TrackCast. I'm your host, Rich Hanson, Track Product Manager. And today we're talking about the actual core design and the differences between the new Archetype and the Paragon. So one of the most iconic balls in the history of track has been the Paradox. That featured the original I-core with the multi-density design in the middle that allowed us to change that band's density and create a wide variety of RG's differentials, and we actually make that ball perfectly symmetrical. This last year we introduced the Paragon. That featured the same core design as the original I-core. We call it I-core 3.0. There's slight modifications to it, but very similar RGs and differentials. So now looking at the new Archetype, we're going to kind of describe the differences in this core design versus the Paragon. We started with the exact same design of the I-core 3.0. We kept the inner band exactly the same size and mass, but what we did was we changed the main inner body. We slimmed it up, so therefore we call it the I-core 3.0 Slim. And what that does is that smaller design, slimmer design, makes this piece way less overall than the piece inside the Paragon. We've moved over a pound of mass from the inner core to the outer core. And what that does is it helps raise the RG. So now we have a 2.518 RG. In doing so, we've also kept this differential very similar. We now have a 0.053 differential, but we've also increased the intermediate differential to 0.020. Those changes are going to give us a cleaner motion through the front and a quicker response to the friction at the break point. Comparing ball motion from the Paragon to the Archetype, we kept the cover stock the same. It's a QR11 solid, and we've kept the finish exactly the same. So really the only thing we're dealing with is a change in the core design. So when you throw this Paragon, you're going to see a ball that's perfect for heavy oil conditions, a strong overall hook. If you transition over to an Archetype, still a ball is designed for heavy oil, but this one's going to be a little bit cleaner through the front. It's going to be more pronounced in the mid lane and the break point. So it's a good complement to the original Paragon. So when your Paragon is for the fresh, it's strong in the oil throughout, but when this ball starts to get a little bit lazy down lane because the oil pushes, this ball is a perfect transition too. All right, so there you have it. We talked about the differences between the new Archetype and the I-core 3.0 Slim versus the Paragon and the regular I-core 3.0. For more information about the new Archetype, make sure you visit at trackbowling.com, and as always, make sure you follow us on our social media channels.